Mandatory Palestine Palestina, where A indicates Eretz Yisrael, Land of Israel, was a geopolitical entity under British administration, carved out of Ottoman southern Syria after World War I. British civil administration in Palestine operated from 1920 until 1948. During its existence it was known simply as Palestine, but, in retrospect, as distinguishes a variety of other names and descriptors including Mandatory or Mandate Palestine, also British Palestine and the British Mandate of Palestine, have been used to refer to it. During the First World War, an Arab uprising and British campaign led by General Edmund Allenby, the British Empire's commander of the Egyptian Expeditionary Force, drove the Turks out of the Levant, a part of which was the Sinai and Palestine campaign. The United Kingdom had agreed in the McMahon-Hussein Correspondence that it would honour Arab independence if they revolted against the Ottomans. The two sides had different interpretations of this agreement. In the event, the UK and France divided up the area under the Sykes-Picot Agreement, an act of betrayal in the opinion of the Arabs. Further confusing the issue was the Balfour Declaration promising support for a Jewish national home in Palestine. After the war ended, a military administration, named Occupied Enemy Territory Administration, was established in the captured territory of the former Ottoman Syria. The British sought legitimacy for their continued control of the region, and this was achieved by obtaining a mandate from the League of Nations in June 1922. The formal objective of the League of Nations mandate system was to administer parts of the defunct Ottoman Empire, which had been in control of the Middle East since the 16th century. Until such time as they are able to stand alone, the civil mandate administration was formalized with the League of Nations consent in 1923 under the British Mandate for Palestine, which covered two administrative areas. The land west of the Jordan River, known as Palestine, was under direct British administration until 1948. While the land east of the Jordan was a semi-autonomous region known as Transjordan, under the rule of the Hashemite family from the Hejaz, and gained independence in 1946. The divergent tendencies regarding the nature and purpose of the mandate are visible already in the discussions concerning the name for this new entity. According to the minutes of the 9th session of the League of Nations Permanent Mandate Commission, during the British Mandate period the area experienced the ascent of two major nationalist movements, one among the Jews and the other among the Arabs. The competing national interests of the Arab and Jewish populations of Palestine against each other and against the governing British authorities matured into the Arab Revolt of 1936 to 1939 and the Jewish insurgency in Palestine before culminating in the Civil War of 1947–1948. The aftermath of the Civil War and the consequent 1948 Arab-Israeli War led to the establishment of the 1949 ceasefire agreement, with partition of the former Mandatory Palestine between the newborn State of Israel with a Jewish majority, the West Bank annexed by the Jordanian Kingdom, and the Arab All-Palestine government in the Gaza Strip under the military occupation of Egypt.